Hey everyone, I know I just made a video yesterday, but I failed to mention some things, so I wanted to put it on video real quick. Um, also, last night was a very bad night for me. My throat symptoms are so bad I couldn't eat dinner last night, and couldn't eat hardly any lunch today. I had a smoothie for breakfast. My throat muscles are so damn tight, like it's like they contract and they won't let me swallow. Like, it's really freaking me out. Man, I don't get it. It's so physical, it's like not in my mind, like it's really physical feeling. And now that it's physical, it's messing with my mind, so now I'm just scared to swallow all the time because of what it does. So I hope other people have experienced it like this, because I'm wanting it to fade and just kind of go away. I'm just really struggling with that symptom right now. It supersedes like the air hunger and the ear issues big time. So, man. Yeah, and also what I'm also getting with that, what I forgot to mention on my first video, is that I have like like this feeling of food in my throat all the time. It's just always there. And I'll get like heartburn where it's all warm in my esophagus and in my throat. Like, I've never had those type of issues before, ever. And it just kind of came when my throat tightness came. So I'm thinking that I've been eating just very, very plain. I was a vegan during the whole process. I was only plant-based during the whole process of tapering. And then when I was extremely nauseous for like, God, a year, and I lost 24 pounds. Then I just couldn't eat just plant-based anymore. I had to eat whatever I could eat, which my wife always would just make me toast and stuff like that, to where I could just get something down, and crackers or whatever. And then after I started getting my appetite back, then I just started craving meat, and that's insane, because I was a vegetarian before I was a vegan for 7 years. So I hadn't eaten meat in a very long time, 7, 8 years. So now, well, before the throat symptoms started happening, I just started craving meat all the time. Steak, chicken, pork chops, and just, I don't know what happened. It's like so crazy. It's like your taste buds just change, and everything changes, like everything. So I was just eating what I was wanting to eat, what I was craving, and then now I'm just like nauseated all the time. So I went back to a simple diet, and sorry, I have like 2 neighbors, so I'm just wondering who's coming up to drive. Anyway, I've been eating really simple since the throat symptoms started, because it's associated with, like, I don't know if it's acid reflux or GERD or whatever. I don't know. I've never had it before. So I just been like grilling chicken breast. I've been eating like plain chicken and grilling it on the grill and eating that. Like, I try to eat like a bigger lunch, because since night times are so bad for me, like my throat won't hardly work at all at night. And it takes me an hour just to eat my lunch. So I've been eating that with like a sweet potato. I just eat vegetables. I eat vegetables, fruit, and a little bit of meat. That's what I've been eating. I try not to eat preservatives. I try not to eat added sugars. I have organic honey that I eat sometimes. because I'll put it in my lemon water in the morning. But I think I'm going to start drinking celery juice again, because that's what I used to do when I was a plant-based. I would drink celery juice in the morning when I got up, and you know, that should, hopefully that'll take care of the acid reflux, because it helps it immensely. So that's what I'm hoping. So I'll probably drink celery juice twice a day. I used to drink 16 ounces in the morning. I think I'll just drink 8 ounces in the morning, and then 8 ounces on an empty stomach later on towards the evening. And hopefully that will help some of my issues, because it's horrible. I'm scared to eat anything. I had fall. When I first noticed the sensitivity to food, I had fall for the first time in like 2 months, and it normally never bothers me. And when I ate it, I was so incredibly ill that night. I mean, I felt like I was going to be sick. I wasn't, but I felt like it. And my symptoms were just so revved up. My ears were screaming. I mean, screaming. I was just so jittery inside, like my insides were just vibrating, and my head felt like it was going to explode. It was just so awful. So the weather was also bad that night too, but it's never done that to me. So I'm assuming it was just the food. I don't know, I just developed some type of sensitivity like overnight. So that's why I've been just trying to eat plain since then. So I'm hoping that doesn't last either, because this sucks. It's like you can't even eat what you want. I don't take any supplements. Well, I do. I take vitamin B12. It's like vegan form, so it doesn't have any extra ingredients in it. And I notice if I don't take the B12 in the morning, I don't sleep at all at night. So I feel like it helps me sleep. I know people are like, well, I would think it would be the opposite, but it does. It helps me sleep. Because like I said, I've not taken it a couple times during the day, and I didn't sleep at all that night. So it helps me. I don't take any other supplements though. I did order, I'm supposed to be getting it, I think, in 2 days, but nettle tea for nettle infusion is what I'm going to gradually try to start taking, because I heard great things about it during this process. So I'm just going to start out with a little bit at a time and see how my body handles it. So hopefully it'll have positive effects on me. What else? I don't know if I mentioned before, on my first video, I mentioned that I liquid titrated off Xanax for 2 months, and I was incorrect. It actually was 9 months. I just forgot. I have no perception of time, so I'm getting a lot of things wrong here, time-wise. I just got that feeling of food in my throat. It's so discomforting and just nauseating. I don't even know what I'm gonna eat for dinner tonight. I don't want to eat ever now. There were some other things I was gonna add. I have social anxiety, so making this video is so hard for me. But I'm just trying to get it done, and just put my thoughts and symptoms out there, so I can, you know, look at them later. I do appreciate the comments that I've gotten from my first video. I appreciate the encouragement and just the time you took to make the comment, so thank you for that. Also, I had someone address to me the fact that, you know, how a psychiatrist could prescribe me Xanax for 23 years. I don't know. I had the same psychiatrist for 6 years, and then I moved, and I got another one, and I told him how long I'd been on Xanax, and he upped my dose, said I needed more because my anxiety was getting worse, which is obviously from the Xanax, but I didn't know that at the time. I just thought I was getting worse. Over the years, I just started developing all this extra anxiety I never had before, and fears. Developed so many fears through all of this. Anyways, and when I moved to a different state, I got another psychiatrist and told them how long I've been on it, and no one ever made the decision to take me off. You know, they just kept giving me more and upping my dose, and the most awful thing about the psychiatrist is when I decided to taper off, because I realized I was getting worse from the medication. I decided to taper off, and my psychiatrist wanted to taper me off within 1 month after being on it for 23 years. I'm just like, what? I mean, what? Who? I have no words for that. Like, I have no words. I'm so angry about it. And there's another thing, I have so much anger. I mean, if I bump my elbow, I'm like, I effing hate my life. I just bump my foot on something. I'm like, F this, I'm done. Like, I get so angry, and then I stay mad. It only takes something so small to just make me so angry. I mean, I'm infuriated. It's just, I can't control it. It's terrible. Like, I don't know, I'm just done. I'm just so done with this. I used to be such a happy person. Like, I always told jokes. I was never serious. For me to even make this serious video is not even me. Like, I never used to be serious. I always joked around and tried to make people laugh and stuff like that. And, that person's gone. Like, I don't even know. I miss that person. I miss that person so much. And my wife misses that person, man, I don't want to break down, but this is just, nobody knows what this is like unless they go through it. And it's just, sometimes you just want them to go through it just so they can understand what you're going through. You just want them to go through it, even if it's for just a month. You want them to go through everything you're going through, not to be mean, just so they understand. Like, understand what I'm going through. Don't wonder why I'm not better yet, or don't question why I feel like this, or just so many people I know, like, so many people who don't voice it to me, like some of my family members, not all, the distant ones, I guess I would say, probably just think I'm just depressed or something. They don't understand. They don't want to understand. No one wants to go researching it. If some of them are like, quit reading all that stuff. You're just gonna feel like them. I do feel like them. This is how it is. Anyway, I think I said everything that I wanted to say right now. I'm getting attacked by gnats. Anyway, thanks for listening, and I'm gonna try to make a video probably if I have a better day. I'll make a video, or if I have worsened symptoms, I'll probably come on here and record them. But I'm definitely gonna make one at 6 months. So, all right, thanks for listening, and be well.